Hello friend, welcome to another vlog. Today I will show you one of the very famous mausoleum of our country of Vietnam. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Come join me. Well, first, you can see the design here is a dragon. Dragon is one of the four holy animals that we worship in the country. And whenever you visit any typical Vietnamese architect, you always see one of them. So we have four of them. Long Lân Uy Phụng. Long is a dragon. Lân is a unicorn. Uy would be the turtle. And finally, Phụng is a phoenix. So this one, those are the statue of the Mandarin. So Mandarin is a high-ranking official, and normally they would be the one who guarding the kings. In the past, the one holding the swords like this are the military Mandarin. And then over here we have the how is it called in English? Mandarin. We got the high-ranking officials. Military Mandarin. And this one are the one who take care for the books. And here we have the soldiers. So along with soldiers, normally there's a whole army behind it. So the soldier would ride the horse and elephant as well. So this mausoleum here, it belongs to a very unpopular king. He's the 12th king in the Nguyen dynasty, and his name is Khai Định. So you see in front of me would be a big pillar, and this pillar, it worked like a torch that leading the soul of the king to another realm. And this is a typical Buddhism architect, but because at this time our country was under the French colonial, so when the French colonized us, the emperor and the royal family, Vietnam in general, would import a lot of material from the French, from Europe in general. And that's why this building here is actually have a very mixed architect. So we got the material from the French, we got all the steel and all the iron from the French. We actually also got the porcelain, a beautiful porcelain from China and Japan. And some of the terracotta and the wooden architect would be from our country. So let's take a look at that one. Now we're gonna go there. Let me see if it's still recording. Alright. So we're gonna go and see the steel. That steel in front of us, it records all of the good deeds and bad deeds of the king, and normally it was written by the son. So the reason why I tell you this one is unpopular is because when he ruled our country, he actually worked for the French. So for the Vietnamese at the time, he was considered to be a puppet for the French government, and that's why a lot of people dislike him. And one of those people are our leader, Ho Chi Minh, and he even wrote a play making fun of this king. So this steel, whenever the king constructed a mausoleum for himself, he always have to make the steel like this. So the steel was written by his son named Bảo Đại, and he is actually the last emperor in our country. The material here is rock. I guess it's marble, but I'm not sure about it. Unfortunately, on the back, you can see all the words were written on them, and those normally it's from the kids, from the teenager, from wherever they are. They would come here, they would write their name and all that, which is unfortunate. But right now, actually, they protect this place very well. I'm the only one here because this is the Corona time, so people don't travel a lot. But usually, this place is always full with people, with the tourists from the country. They go here by buses, and they will have the tour guide guiding them through this place. Dragon again. This is actually a very unusual architect. You can see some of the bats over here. Well, bat, very scary animal at this time, huh? Anyhow, now we're gonna go on the very top, and we're gonna see the place where our emperor was buried, and we're gonna admire the beauty of it. This statue of the soldier and of all the high-ranking official, it's actually very short. You know why? Because normally the soldier and all the high-ranking official statues, it must be shorter than the king himself. And that's why, you see, normally it's very small. Considering our king, he's not that of the big guy anyway. So, if we walk all the way from the bottom to the top, it would be 127 steps in total. It's very easy to do it though, but I'm still young, so if you want to do it slowly, you can explore each floors, taking photos, and make it all the way on the top in around half an hour. That would be the ideal time. So this place, normally they would burn all the incense and they would stick it over here, you see, as a form of offering. And let's take a look at the roof. Sam, we have around 8 dragons on the roof. But the unusual thing is, so these are typical Vietnamese. We have flower like lotus decoration, but then this is a coach, and it's influenced from the French colonial, from Christianity, right? That's why a lot of people, they really admire the place. They said that this place is beautiful. It's a combination of many different cultures. But there's another opinion said that those are very unnecessary. And it looks kind of weird to have the blend of all the religion together. So again, we have the touch from Christianity. Over there, the pillar guarding the soul of the king would belong to Buddhism. And then there will also a touch of Hinduism in this temple as well. That's the reason behind it. Well, I mean, that's the reason why this place is so popular. Some people like it, some people dislike it. Right now, we are at the very top, and we're gonna go inside there to see where they have our king, our emperor. The weather right now is around 42 Celsius degrees, so pretty hot and humid. But when you go inside the place, you see it's much cooler though. So keep in mind that when you're entering the temple, no camera, no smoking, no speaking loudly, don't wear the hat, do not wear tank top and short. And the last one, this one, don't break anything. There's a lot of porcelain inside. So let's go this way. Chú con vô cái nhà chú. Dạ. Dạ sao ạ? Dạ dạ. Bộ bị hư nên giờ con làm lại. The security guy, he recognized me actually. But I was once here before for the tour. But here I am again. Here we see this is the place where they worship the king right now. They worship our emperor, and you can see over there is a picture of him. But this animal would be the bronze phoenix, I guess. No, this doesn't look like a phoenix. It looks like a crane or something. But riding the crane, he's riding a turtle like this. And I don't know why. I don't know the reason behind crane riding the turtle. But I know that there's one for the incense again. And those ceramic, it come all the way from Japan. Actually, the Japanese, they used to use the technique as a decoration before, but not now anymore. And our emperor, he actually asked the people to go all the way from Japan and China to import these kind of ceramics for his tombs. And that's why it's very expensive. The whole mausoleum, the whole tomb, it was constructed in 1920, so 101 years ago already. But it actually took 31 years to finish. And you see all the material here. If we look all the way on the top, you see everything is very elegant, very beautiful. And that's why it takes a very long time to do it. Ceramic. One of the drama that we are having right now is, one of the drama at that time is not the drama, one of the problem was the emperor. He actually taxed the whole kingdom. He increased the tax by 30% to have enough money to build this place. That's why the peasants and the people at that time, they wasn't happy for it. And he even wrote songs and poems complaining about the fancy and all the material here. At that time, people didn't like it because they have to work a lot to pay for it. So we have the bronze flower here from French as well. And this is the highlight. We got our statue. So that is the statue of the king. It was designed by the Raja one, which means that it's a real size of the king. And it actually, they did it in French, all the way in French, in 1922. And they brought it all the way to Vietnam. So, one special thing is you can see the canopy. The canopy is actually very heavy though. It doesn't make out of silk, it makes out of porcelain and concrete. It weighs nearly a ton, but they make it in a way that it still sticks on the very top and it doesn't collapse into our king, into the statue of the king. And they would bury him right under here. So it's very intricate in a way. So I think that was about it for the vlog today. Well, the painting is pretty special. It was built by a person called Phan Văn Tánh, and he's actually a very talented artist. But the unique thing is that people said that he painted the whole paintings by his feet, by his 2 feet. So the story is, take a look at this first. The battery wore out, so let's continue our exploration. This, let me see, it's a gift by the French president. His name is Jules Gravy at the time, for our emperor, for the previous one, for Emperor Đồng Khánh, which is the father of the king, of our king, of this king. And over here is a picture of him. He's around 31 years old at this time, working in the office. This is the place where we have the incense pot. They also have some of our money in the past as well. So when I was a kid, I still use this one. I remember this one. It was around 20 years ago. And you see 10, 10 đồng. Oh no, apology. I didn't know about this one. It was a long time ago already. I confused this one with the 10,000 dong. So we're supposed to have 3 more zero, but there was a very small money at the time. Let's see the year. They don't have the year over here. And those are the money from copper money from the French colonial probably. So this is from the first king, and this is from the last one. And then they got the Chinese book storing all the money as well. And all the books. So this is kind of like a museum now today. And here's another picture of our emperor. Well, the 12th emperor of our country. Very unpopular, but he did some very impressive buildings for the country as well. So it's good and bad. Silver swords, bronze swords, with copper and silver during the Nguyễn times. Oh, this is what our socks look like. Yeah. It's very quiet here. It's funny that I'm the only one. If you look it up on YouTube, when visit this place, there are always tons of people inside this room looking around, taking photos. Those are the clock from French as well. So this is the gift from the Governor General of Indochina, called Jean-Baptiste Pauby, from 1902 up to 1908. All right, for our emperor. And over here would be some of the typical bronze product of the country. Well, this is for you to read. Precious metals, such as gold and silver. I have to read this one later on. This is the table where he walks. This is like an office. The palace where he rests. The mausoleum is the place where he rests, and also the place where they bury him as well. That's how it works. And those are from Europe, from French probably, yes. Porcelain flower vase, manufactured in French, all French here. All the gift for our emperor at that time. I think that will be about it for today. So thank you friend for joining. I wish you luck and I wish you all the best in life. Until next time.